tight walk around me, we're gonna be like easy. Being real is stuff you follow him just by holding, like we does in the lasso guard, step on the shoulder. But here, as I have the lasso and the deep lasso, my foot is working on the back, so I should set up my hip. But always, you should like bring your knee towards your chest a little, create some of balance, and then stepping on the body, you can bring your hip again, squaring and facing your opponent. So if he walks to the other side, it's gonna be very tough for him because I can stretch my leg. So if he walks to the side, you have lasso, you should stretch your leg, blocking his steps, and then square. If he walks to my left side, you should bring your knee and then square. So there are two movements depending on which side my opponents walk. If he walks to the side I have lasso, you should stretch your leg, creating another frame to square your hip back. And if he walks to this side, you should bring his posture a little bit closer to you, his upper body, and then square your body again. So hip always on the mat, so you cannot like lay down like this. On the lasso guard, you should keep facing your opponent. If you lay down on the lasso guard, you start to lose this pressure on the knee, so he can walk around and smash your legs because you have your head on the floor. So this specific type of lasso guard, you should stay looking to your opponent, using the hand on the collar, foot on the shoulder, knee blocking the shoulder pressure, foot on the hip or on the back. So normally when we are playing, can you turn to the other side? Thank you. Normally when we are playing lasso guard, this area is pretty good to step. Like if you keep your foot in the air like this, you don't have one connection. Imagine if you have another connection with your opponent, you are more safe in this situation. So I'm stepping the hip. So yeah, this is about how the hip works on this situation. So the other configuration of lasso, when we have the foot on the shoulder, is a little bit different, because I believe I developed that kind of lasso because as I'm fighting against the biggest guys in the planet, super heavy, ultra heavy division, and also absolute, you cannot move wrong when those guys are passing guard. If you move wrong, you're gonna be smashed. So when we have the lasso, by placing the foot on the shoulder and not getting the deep lasso, the idea is about you wide open your knees. So the first lasso we get deep and knee in the front of the shoulder, and the second way we should wide open our knees to make our hip heavy. So in that situation, we should work bringing our head outside the mat and then keeping the body bended when you have the deep lasso. But when we have the lasso placing the foot on the shoulder, you can relax your head and then like completely lay down on the mat, because as you are widening open your knees, your hip is completely on the floor. So it's different than when you are playing lasso, getting some deep lasso guard. So the idea is gonna be, yeah, lasso, just placing the foot. So the area of the foot you're gonna place here. You don't need to stretch your leg. You can play like this, stretching during the fight, just to find the angle. But the idea is about just connect your foot like this, sleeve, elbow towards the body, back to the hand towards my own leg, step on the shoulder. What are we gonna do here? Lay down and then wide open. So look at it here. If I keep my knees pointing to my chest, Ty can start to stack me over my shoulders, and then I should find a way to get back. If I wide open my knees, try to stack me. Why he can't? Because my knees is wide open. As my knees is wide open, my hip is on the mat. So my hip is on the mat, my head is on the mat too, so I have a full base. So my body is framing my opponent's movement. All right. So, and if you take a look about the whole position, this is not a guard that you should have a lot of mobility to play. I'm in like anatomic position, so everybody can relax here and be strong just by widening open the knees like this. So if he walks around, can you walk around? Look at how easy is that kind of lasso to reset, to re-square my hip back, and then keep controlling my opponent. So this is my favorite one. The other one is pretty good too, but maybe you guys can see the difference between both guards. But they both works. Being honest with you, I used to play the two guards pretty much in competition. This is my main position, but the other one I use a lot, and the other position saved me a lot too. So we have two different configurations. That is the way I use my body. Knees wide open, hand, sleeve control, collar control, foot on the shoulder, knees wide open, pointing to outside. Knees pointing towards me. It's gonna be a little easier for him to stack me and then pass my guard, because my hip, while I'm doing this, my hip is outside the mat. If I have the jeep lasso and I do this, I'm preventing that kind of stack pass because we have a jeep lasso. But as I'm just stepping on his shoulder, if my knees is pointing me, so look at my hip. Look at the difference. Can you stay side up? Yeah. So knees pointing, look at my hip, knees wide opening. The only thing he can do is about bringing my foot towards me. Knees towards my chest. Oh. So maybe, yeah, it's okay. Maybe if some opponent are stacking you when like you guys are training, or just a training partner, is because you are using your hip in the wrong way and also your knees. So to become heavier on your opponent's body, you should know how to use your mobility, your body action, your body position pretty much on the bottle, because everybody knows how easy is like putting pressure when we are passing guard. But one of the main concepts about jiu-jitsu is controlling. If you know how to control your opponent when you are on the bottle, and if you know how to put pressure over your opponent when you are on the bottle, and those positions, if you apply it pretty well, you can, like, for having a very nice body type configuration, you can apply pressure over your opponent. It's not over because you're not on the top, but when I mean over, is about you have your grips in the right spot, you have your body in the right position, that even if your opponent it tries to go over you or like put pressure over you, you are too safe that you can protect yourself pretty much, and then work in different angles, work in different sweeps, like having frames, having hand and sleeve, having the knowledge about how to use the hip, how to prevent any kind of smash passing, because your knee is in the front of the shoulder. You are like framing the shoulder. You are controlling the right side of the collar, to prevent any kind of long step or even a knee cut position. So you should prepare your body to everything when you are playing lasso guard. And I just choose this topic for this instructional because lasso guard maybe, and in my opinion, close guard is a little bit better, but lasso guard is the best open guard you could make to hold your opponent in the front of your legs and not pass troubles when you are playing guard. So for that reason, everybody loves lasso guard, because this position is very effective. So posture, quadril, gauntlet, joelho. Yeah, I talked about all the ideas. I think, yeah, all the ideas: knee, sleeve, collar, frames, my body. Yeah, yeah. I talked about all the details. So now we're gonna learn for sure like positions, sweeps, submissions, whatever. But I will this beginning how to controlling the opponent. I think we share everything you need to be successful playing lasso guard. So you have already two ways to apply lasso. You have the foot on the shoulder, my favorite one, and you have the deep lasso. Both ways are good. You should maybe try uh, both ways and then figure it out which one works better for you. But I believe the lasso stepping on the shoulder is the best. Is the best option on the planet. For that reason, we are here recording this movement because I'm maybe the only guy who plays lasso guard in that kind of configuration. And everyone in the house will see that how good this position is. All right. So yeah, very happy, and let's talk more. Right, guys. First position is gonna be a sweep when my opponent has one knee posted on the mat. So what I'm planning today, my idea is about give to you a lot of options depending on what kind of posture and body position your opponent are like fighting against you. On the mat, the posture up. One dilemma my opponent is delivered on the closer knee, and then we sweep by stretching the body. But I do a lot of important details, and we can bring this sweep for one of the main sweeps in our game. Because if you respect the steps, you cannot get your guard past. You cannot expose your upper body because normally the guys hug the head, and you can sweep your opponent in like more than 8 in 10 chance. All right. So which position we're gonna talk is when we have the lasso. It of course we can be playing this lasso or the deep lasso, but whatever you do, so we can decide in between the process while my opponent is posting this knee on the mat. So the main thing we should take care when my opponent is getting down to the mat is our hands framing him. As more close our opponent is from us when he posts the knee on the mat, harder will be for him. Not harder will be sorry. Easier for him will be to hug my head if my frames are not on the right place because he's closer to my head. So I should respect the